Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome to today's Wild Rift video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Samira, and it's actually buffed Samira because she did receive some buffs in patch 3.4, which has definitely put her in a very strong spot. Now, Samira is quite a difficult champion to play. She's very different to other AD carries that you might play. She relies a lot on her combos. She relies a lot on going melee range and dealing more bonus and magic damage from melee range. But first, let's take a quick look at the buffs that she received in patch 3.4. Her base stats, she got an increase in base health by 40 in the early game. This helps her a lot in the laning phase, and I feel like one of the problems with Samira was that she did struggle a little bit in terms of health, and she was very squishy. And she also received a buff in health per level as well. She also receives an extra 10 health per level, so this also helps her in the later stages of the game, making her a little bit extra tanky with a little bit of extra health. Now, the passive, the Daredevil Impulse, the base bonus magic damage went from 2 to 14 based on level to now 6 to 20. So that bonus magic damage that I was talking about when Samira goes into melee range has been increased. This means that you want to go into melee range even more now with Samira because you deal bonus magic damage. And then Flare, the first ability, the attack damage ratio got increased at later stages of the game. At level 1, it still does 75% of your bonus AD, but level 2 got increased to 90%, level 3 to 105, and level 4 to 120. So at the later stages of the game, your first ability will be doing a lot more damage, especially because of the build. We build a lot of attack damage. Now, that's it for the buffs. Like I said, I feel like, you know, Samira is in a very good spot at the moment. I believe she's around the S tier right now, but she is quite difficult to play. But this is definitely your go-to build that you want to go for Samira. Now, it's a little bit different to other AD carry builds. Again, you know, play style's different, the build is different, so make sure you keep an eye on this one. Bloodthirster, we want to build as our first item. Samira has loads of different combos and loads of different ways to jump on top of enemy champions, and she needs the physical vamp to keep herself alive. Not only this, but also all of her abilities scale off attack damage, you know, her ultimate, her first ability. So this means that the physical vamp that you'll be getting from Bloodthirster also heals you when you use your abilities. You'll be comboing a lot with Samira. You'll be jumping into the backline, using your ultimate as well. I think the big part about the physical vamp is also her ultimate. You know, you can heal up a lot with your ultimate because you can hit multiple enemies at the same time, and all of these shots will be healing you back with the physical vamp. So really important first item for Samira. Also gives you a lot of attack damage, crit rate, which are all great stacks. And you also get the overheal shield as well. So when you are starting the fight, when you start a team fight, you will have that shield at the start of the team fight. So maybe you could take a little bit more damage than usual. For the second item, we go for Infinity Edge. This increases our crit damage overall. It's overall probably the best AD item in the game right now. A lot of AD, a lot of crit rate, increases your crit chance like I mentioned, or crit rate damage like I mentioned by 30%. So it means that your crits that you'll be dealing, you've got 50% crit rate at this point. When you do crit, you'll be dealing a lot more damage. For the boots, I think most of the time as a boots upgrade, you mainly go for like defensive boots. Mercury Treads I think is really good because when Samira's dashing in, she can get hit by a little bit of crowd control, even though she can dodge crowd control with her second ability, but you still might get hit by multiple CC. So Mercury Treads is really good because you're dashing into melee range. Or Plated Steel Caps. If you get a lot of AD champions, Plated Steel Caps is also very good. In terms of boots upgrade, I think Plated Steel Caps, the Stasis enchant is normally the best option, because when you're jumping in, when you're using your ultimate, sometimes you might go a little bit too far. So you can hit your Stasis, and when you hit your Stasis, that will give your third ability enough time to come back up and available, so you can dash away to safety, or even dash in to try and get some more kills. For the next item, Mortal Reminder. Really good item, gives you a lot of attack damage and gives you armor penetration. Armor penetration is very important for Samira because sometimes she can struggle dealing damage to tanky champions. The thing is, she's not a consistent DPS champion. You know, if you compare Samira to, I don't know, Caitlyn, Xayah, all these champions just stay back and auto attack. Samira is also always about using her abilities, using her combos, and dealing damage with her abilities. She does do a lot of damage with her auto attacks, but that's not her main source of damage. So we like to go for armor penetration early on because she doesn't have a lot of auto attacks. She doesn't really rely on the on auto attacks that much, so getting armor penetration for your auto attacks and for your abilities are really important. We also apply grievous wounds to enemy champions as well when using our abilities, so reduce the healing of enemy champions. Phantom Dancer is your only attack speed item that you'll be building in this build. Gives you crit rate, gives you attack speed, gives you that little bit of movement speed as well. But I think the big thing about Phantom Dancer is a lifeline passive. Damage that puts you below 35% health, grants a shield that absorbs damage for 5 seconds. So when you do drop low on health, you will get that little bit of an extra shield. This is why I like Phantom Dancer on Samira more than other AD carries, because with Samira, like I said, you'll be dashing into melee range, you'll be going into the back line. You're not like a Zaya or Caitlyn that's just going to sit back and just farm up. You know, if you sit back and if you farm up and if you auto attack from range, you don't really need Phantom Dancer because you're never going to be put under any threat. But with Samira, you're always going to be put under threat because you always want to dash in and use your combos to try and get your ultimate as quick as possible. So that's why we go for Phantom Dancer. And then your last item is Guardian Angel. Attack, damage, and armor. Also gives us the Resurrect passive, which brings us back to life if we take lethal damage. There are probably some other items you can go for as well. Other situational items. You know, I think, you know, there are some items here that I can think of on the top of my head, like okay, you know, Serpent Fang could work. You could go for like a armor penetration, you know, sort of lethality build in a way with Samira because she doesn't really need that much attack speed. So Serpent's Fang can work really, really well. Obviously, Grudge is very good, slowing with your abilities, especially your ultimate. But I think most of the time, it's best to go Mortal Reminder to get the anti-heal. So then, because there's so much healing in this game at the moment, I think that's normally the best. But you can go for Grudge if you want to. Other than that, you know, there are other crit items. You know, you got Essence Reaver, but I don't feel like you need the extra damage from Essence Reaver from your damage and active abilities. And also, the stats are just not that great compared to, you know, Bloodthirster, Infinity Edge. You can see how much attack damage you give. Bloodthirster gives 50 attack damage. Infinity Edge gives 55. And then Essence Reaver only gives 45. Yes, you get the ability haste, but you don't really need that much ability haste on Samira at all. Now moving on to runes, Conqueror, by far the best rune to take on Samira. You get her stacks very, very quickly with Conqueror because you're always going to be stacking damaging with different abilities and different auto attacks because you want to stack up your passive and get your ultimate. So when you stack up Conqueror, pretty much every single time you're going to be getting your ultimate with the Conqueror fully stacked. That means that you get the extra Omni Vamp as well, so the extra physical vamp with your ultimate, which works really well with Bloodthirster. So you're going to be getting a lot of healing with your ultimate. But also this works on your other abilities as well. So you also gain bonus attack damage every single time you gain a stack. So when you use your ultimate, you're going to have fully stacked Conqueror, you're going to have Bloodthirster, you're probably going to have Infinity Edge at that point as well. So you're going to be dealing a lot of crit damage, you're going to get a bonus AD from Conqueror, and also a lot of healing. So it just works really well. Hunter Vampirism as well, more physical vamp and more AD every single time that you get a unique takedown. Unique takedown is kills or assists on enemy champions that are unique. So you need to kill one of every single champion to get the full stacks. Ultimate Shield I think is really, really good because Ultimate Shield you normally want to use when you're in and amongst the enemy champions. So getting that little bit of extra shield when you use your ultimate, obviously with your ultimate you can still get targeted, you can still get CC'd, and you can still take a lot of damage. So getting that little bit of extra shield when you use your ultimate is really, really nice. And also it can save you as well, just in case you want to use your ultimate maybe to try and escape away to safety. And the Nimbus Cloak is there really for the movement speed. Every single time we use the summon spell, we gain extra movement speed. This is really good, especially when you want to use your third ability to dash towards enemy champions. You can also use this away to safety. Obviously, we do go for Exhaust in this because Samira is a very melee-based champion. So Exhaust is really good, especially when you're trying to win 1 versus 1. So when you use Exhaust, you can use that movement speed to dodge around, dodge abilities, or even try and escape away to safety. As I already mentioned, we will be going for Exhaust with this build and Flash, making sure that we can flash forward or flash away to safety whenever we need to. But yeah, like I mentioned, buff Samira in patch 3.4 is pretty good. Hopefully you all enjoy the gameplay. Take care of yourselves, have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next Wilder video. Peace. Hit you with the black bang. All right, let's go.
Welcome to Wild Rift.
Samira. I haven't actually played Samira since she got buffs.
My name's Samira.
I haven't actually played Samira since her recent buffs in patch 3.4. So I'm curious how she feels now. She received some pretty nice buffs though. Health, damage on Q. Some really, really nice buffs.
Nothing more lethal than comfort.
Speaking of Malphite. Oh yeah, speaking of Malphite. I'm curious actually. You know what stat I want to know? Do Malphites build tank more or do they build AP more? I'm curious. Wait, we're against Yumi. just realized we're against Yumi. I'm curious, does Yumi have Relic Shield? See, I think Yumi Relic Shield is actually better. Also, Yumi Jin sucks, especially with the new Yumi change to her E. Like, Yumi here is terrible because, like, you just can't farm or do anything. Like, you can't poke at all. You can't proc the thing. Oh, unlucky. He didn't flay the Yumi. If he flays the Yumi, he's dead.
Why not both?
If he flays the Yumi, he's dead.
Enemy slain.
Okay.
Average when I can be savage.
Come on, Thresh, you can do better than that.
Others bullets. Why not both?
You can do better than that, Thresh. Hey, what's up, Tay? Welcome.
Targets neutralized, credits obtained. Don't hold back.
Nice. That works.
Targets neutralized.
That works, I guess. Oh, this lane sucks, by the way.
Treat myself.
I need to push this lane out.
My turns.
Okay, I needed to push the lane out and crash it because otherwise
Credits
it would have just frozen there and my lane state would have been terrible. Not bad though, I didn't get killed, but I got 2 assists, so I can't really complain.
Take the shot or lose the chance.
Can't really complain too much. Follow me, come and get illusion.
Why be average when I can be savage?
I could have taken lantern, my bad.
Nothing more lethal than love.
Nice, well played, Thresh.
Done and dusted. Some choose steel, others bullets. Always better.
Nice, okay. Exhaust is broken, by the way, chat.
Targets neutralized.
That works.
Okay.
If I didn't have exhaust there, then I would have been dead.
Why be
I would have
average when I
been
can
dead
be
meat.
savage?
Middle turret is under attack.
Got armor boots this game. Keely, better me.
Danger run.
Turret is under attack.
Life's simple.
Enemies
Take
slain.
the shot or lose the chance.
Slain. Enemies slain.
This fight.
Okay, not bad. It's going pretty well. Just gonna get some free tower plates top lane.
Enemies slain.
Hey, what's up, Tatsu? How you doing, my man?
Only need one eye to hit my mark.
Middle
I think Jin might be up here.
Nothing more lethal than comfort.
We dash in, we dash out, baby. We dash in, we dash out. Let's go. We dash in, we dash out, baby. Let's go. That's kind of insane. I kind of took a huge risk by trying to tower dive the Yone, but it still works, so I can't really complain. Nice. I can go back and get IE now. How close am I to IE? Still a little bit of gold. Still a little bit of gold, but we're Gucci. We are Gucci.
Others bullets.
Enemy
Why
slain.
not both?
Enemy slain.
Hey, what's up, Core? Hope you're doing well.
Always bet on me.
Samira definitely feels a lot more tanky now, which is really nice. Because that was the one problem with Samira.
I'm not even looking. Danger runs from me.
Not too sure if I'm strong enough to kill a... Oh, I'm definitely not strong enough to kill two of them. That's really unfortunate. Oh, it's really unfortunate I got knocked by the Jace. That's my bad. I shouldn't have walked up there. I also should have used my W to block the Jin W. I didn't. I tried to save it for my combo instead. That's fine. Thresh gets a kill. Oh, that's a crazy Evelyn dive if I've ever seen one. A little bit my fault there. It's kind of my mistake. Oh, nicely sing kick. Block against the wall as well. Okay, Lee Sin's going a bit crazy.
Nothing more lethal than
That's my bad there. I should have used my W to block the Jin W.
only need one eye. It's my mark.
Oh my god, started to do a lot of damage. Oh, that's not good.
You have slain an enemy.
Some choose. Others bullets. Why not both?
Oh my god, he's so fast! He's so fast. No! Jin is so fast! I couldn't catch up with him. He was way too quick.
Life's simple. Take the shot or lose the chance. Don't hold
I thought I could catch up with him, but I guess he just got movement speed. He's got fleet footwork as well. Yeah, he's got fleet footwork and movement speed boots, so I couldn't catch up with him. Oh, God. That's not good.
Enemy slain.
Ryan is starting to get pretty strong. I mean, they can't fight this. No, they can't fight. Okay, we need to start being a little bit more careful because they're starting to get really strong. Now, it's starting to get pretty strong, so we do have to be a little bit careful.
when I can be savage.
And if it's strongest ADC, I actually need to play Misfortune. Because Because according to the Chinese API, she's like the highest win rate ADC at the moment. Which is kind of surprising.
Take the shot or lose the chance.
Enemy turret destroyed.
I guess Lee Sin's AFK.
Why not both? I fight on mine. Only need one eye to hit my mark.
Enemy team has slain the dragon. An ally.
Nothing more lethal than comfort.
Huh?
Middle turret is under.
Hello, interaction? I dashed to make sure I couldn't get hit by his ulti. But his ulti, for some reason, still hit me. What? How did his ulti still hit me there? I don't understand how Yone's ulti hit me there. Because I dashed to make sure that I didn't get hit, but I still got hit apparently. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
Life's simple. Take the shot or lose the chance. Some choose steel, others bullets. Why not both?
Oh, the good thing is we have scaling.
Nothing more lethal than
I am scaling really, really well this game, so... So we do have that going for us. I don't know what boots upgrade to get. Which is stasis.
danger runs me. Only need one eye to hit my mark.
There we go, baby. There we go, baby.
Only need one eye to hit my mark.
That works.
I win.
Yes. I'm just gonna buy straight PD. Nice, nice, nice. We're looking good now. We're looking good. We're pretty fed. We are pretty damn fed.
Danger runs with me. Let's make this fun. Life's simple. Take the shot or lose the chance. Always bet on me. Why the choose steel, others bullets. Why not both?
Enemy turret destroyed.
I don't know why we don't attack the tower here. Just attack the tower, no? Oh no, they're gone. I'm not too sure if they can end, but they might be able to, yeah. Maybe they can end. 10 seconds? Yeah, they can end. Oh, this is a close game. I definitely made a few mistakes this game. Definitely made a few mistakes this game. Wait, Yoni's left. Yoni's alive. I don't know if they can actually fit. Okay, they can finish. Nice. GG's. GG's. GG's.
Victory.
Definitely a bit of a difficult game to play. Definitely a little bit of a difficult game. Thresh did play really well this game. 26,000 damage though. We did a lot of damage and we also got a really cool combo at the same time. That combo that we got in mid lane was really, really cool, but we got caught way too many times this game. And I also made a few mistakes this game. But overall, still pretty good performance. I think Samira's actually pretty damn good now. How much damage I did? 26,000? A lot more than what I expected. But the Dyna was trying her best, but it was enough. It was enough.